Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Julia D. I'm all about beauty, fashion, and entrepreneurship. In today's video, we're going to be talking about how to not compare yourself. So stay tuned and let's go ahead and get into it. Tip number one is honestly one of the most important things, I would say, and that's just spending time with yourself and getting to know yourself. Like, honestly, you're a great person, you know, and when you take that time out, you're not constantly trying to give that energy to everybody else. So that is tip number one, is just take the time out to sit back, chill, relax, and get to know you. Like, be married to yourself and be in love with yourself. And yeah, taking time to get to know yourself and your dislikes as well as your likes and different things like that is super important, because you don't want to get to a point where you're stifling who you are as a person and who you're supposed to be or who you're supposed to become. You know what I mean? Just very important that you take that time to get to know you. Number two is going to be, stop listening to everybody else's opinion of you. Just stop. Because everybody else's opinion of you should not matter to you. That's none of your business. As a person, you can hear 10 things that are good about yourself and one bad thing, and it's just like, oh my god, like, you know what I mean? That's the thing that you focus on. But as I said, everybody else's opinion of you does not matter. Your opinion of you matters, because you're the one that has to live your life. You're the one that has to go throughout your life. So at the end of the day, what anybody else has to say, negative or positive, is none of your business. It's none of your concern, and you shouldn't concern yourself with it. I just want to say, like, whether you have a negative or positive opinion of yourself, again, that's the only one that should matter. Granted, everybody at some point is going to have a negative view of yourself, and that's okay. That's just self-critique, you know, and you shouldn't be too harsh on yourself, and you shouldn't be, you know, overly nice to yourself or whatever, because then you turn out narcissistic. But you know, my point is, be kind to yourself, because if you're not kind to yourself, then you really can't expect anyone else to do so. That's just how it is. So number three is gonna be, take periodic breaks from social media. Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, whatever it is, Snapchat, you know, you gotta take your time away from social media as well. Get on social media, there's so many endorphins and things that are lit up in your brain by what you're doing, which is social media. There's certain studies that show that social media and things like that light up the same receptors in the brain as heroin or cocaine. Really, if you think about it, a lot of us living our day-to-day lives we have an addiction. We're addicted to our cell phones and social media and, you know, different things like that. Don't get me wrong, I love my social media too. Obviously, like, I do this, so I mean, I love it, but at the end of the day, for your own mental health and just above all else, you should take periodic breaks from social media. It's called dopamine fasting. And even me myself, like, I catch myself if I'm on Instagram or, you know, YouTube or Facebook, I'll catch myself like comparing myself, like, oh, this person, you know, their makeup is beat, or this person, you know, their hair looks good, or, you know, so-and-so got more likes than me. Point is, you need to be able to take that step back and take that time for yourself, so that you can not only just process your day-to-day life, but stop comparing yourself to everybody, because ultimately, in the long run, for you to sit there and compare yourself to this person, that person, is not healthy. And it's going to, in turn, cause you to be, one, just a jealous person, somebody who's in competition with everybody, or somebody who's just not overall happy with themselves, you know, and try to tear other people down. In a nutshell, number three is to take periodic breaks from social media, which is known in itself as dopamine fasting. Number 4, I would definitely say is love yourself. And it might sound cliche, but just listen. If you love yourself, in turn, it's a lot harder to be dissuaded about by somebody else's opinion of you. Does that make sense? Here's an example. Let's say you look bomb today. You know you look bomb today. You did your makeup, your hair, whatever. Even if you didn't do your makeup and hair, you still look bomb. Like, shoot. Say you do your hair and your makeup or whatever, and you go out in public and somebody tells you, oh, like, you're ugly, or I don't like that shirt, or I don't like your makeup. Their opinion of you should not affect you, because you've taken the time out to do the inner work and to be okay with yourself. And it's like, you know, I don't care if you don't like my top. I like it. I don't care if you don't like my makeup. I like it. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's the difference. Nobody's opinion of you should be able to crack you or break you. That's the point that I'm trying to get across. And if you love yourself, it's a lot harder to be dissuaded by people's opinion of you. When you love yourself, you're not constantly worrying about if you're good enough, or, you know, if whatever the case is, like, you're not constantly worrying about if you're good enough, or if you did that right, or if so-and-so is going to be pleased by what you did, or it's not that deep when you have self-love. And number 5 is definitely going to be the beginning of self-love, which is the last question that we had, is to start off by embrace them, accept them, because after all, these flaws are what makes you, you. And again, I know it sounds cliche or whatever, but honestly, I really don't care. That's the truth. Accepting and owning every single flaw that you have. When you take that time to accept the things that you've done or accept the things that you haven't done, you know, it's a lot harder for you to become insecure when somebody else points out your flaws. You'll take it as critique and keep on stepping. Like, it's really not that deep. You are a whole package, and if somebody can't accept you as a whole, then guess what? You don't need to be around those people. Simple. Don't just go through life being a crappy individual and saying, oh, like, that's not my fault, you have a problem. No, sis, you need to do the inner work. You know, of course, if you're the problem, you need to understand that you are the problem, of course, but that all comes with self-awareness. There is a huge difference between somebody projecting their own insecurities onto you and you actually just being a messed up person. And it's very important, especially in this day and age, that you know the difference, because a lot of people these days confuse self-love with narcissism, and that's not a good thing. So you don't want to be a narcissist, but you do want to have self-love. There is a very fine line. There's a balance between self-love and narcissism, and you should make yourself fall into the category of self-love, because it's very easy when caring for yourself to not care about others, and that's not what we want. We want to care about ourselves first, love ourselves first, and then worry about everybody else. But that doesn't mean that we should take something out from under somebody or be sketchy with people because it's all about you. No, that's narcissistic. Self-love is caring for yourself, and in turn, that'll make you care for others the way that you care for yourself. So anyway, guys, I hope this all was helpful. I hope you guys enjoyed the tips and the video. And I will see you guys in the next one. Go ahead and like, comment, subscribe down below, and just give me a little feedback on what you guys think. Do you like this video style or not? Yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one, and take care, guys. Love you. Bye.